Hello. I never know when this thing is going to start recording. Hey, welcome to my channel, Making Money with Marty Moose. I am Marty Moose. Everything I present here is for informational purposes only. It does not constitute financial investment or other advice. I wanted to talk a little bit about some stocks. The thing I realize is that there's just thousands of stocks. And so if you can get overwhelmed with it. You really can. So if you kind of concentrate on maybe no more than 20 or 30 in your portfolio, that's probably a good thing, because otherwise you're just losing track. It's like having 30 kids. You're probably going to know only like 5 or 10 of them really well, and the other 20 you'll just kind of know. So I'm going to talk about here some stocks that I like, and actually every one of these I own. I have a position in, and I wanted to kind of break it down into kind of the base level, nice solid stocks, and kind of the entry point. So we'll start at the bottom here. Sphd. It's an ETF. If you can get in for around $43, it's a good stock. It's going to continue to grow. Pays a dividend, and it pays monthly. Out of all these, this is the only one that pays a dividend monthly, and it has a annual percentage rate of about 4.21 based upon what you get. EIX, it's a utility company out in Southern California. I've owned it for a long time. It's this nice, steady dividend income type of stock, much like utility stocks are. 59 is a good entry point. It's been as high as 72. I've never seen it really go over 72. I owned it for years, 10 plus years. It just keeps paying. It's a good one. You get a dividend of about 4.39%. Disney, it's a good stock. If you see it dip below 185, I'd pick some up. It sometimes pays a dividend. It'll sometimes pay it in the first quarter, so January, April, July, or October. It's sometimes paid. It's been almost a year since it's paid a dividend. MO, the old, what I used to call Philip Morris Alturia. If you can get in around 50, again, it pays a nice, good dividend. It doesn't really go up that much in price over year. But it pays a nice dividend of 6.68%, so it's constantly growing because it's just paying you out. We know Apple. If you can find it down, it dips below 125, I'd pick some up. This is a mistake. Apple doesn't really pay that much of a dividend. 0.63 percent. 0.63, not 6.3, 0.63%. So it doesn't really, I don't know why it's doing that. Let me just delete it. 0.63%. Abbott Laboratories, it's a pharmaceutical. Really, if you can find this one below 119, I'd pick some up. Hardly pays any dividend, but you really make it by the fact that it keeps growing in value, and it's going to continue to grow. It really took off with the whole pandemic. Pharmaceuticals really, those that were kind of helping do the COVID testing and all that, that's where this one kind of took off, because it developed a rapid COVID test based upon blood. So that one really took off. Merck pays a good dividend. Well, I mean, not compared to others, but it's a solid one. If you can find it under 75, I'd kind of pick that one up. I've owned this, again, for probably like 5 years or so. I know I've bought some positions at 79. So when I see it around 75, which I think is what it's about trading today, it's just a good buy. I've kind of plenty of shares of that. I think I covered them all. Yep. So anyhow, these are just, again, what I call base level, nice solid stocks. Put them in your portfolio. Forget about them. They're going to be the good kids. They're going to do well. You're never really going to have to pay them much attention. They're just going to continue in value. And I just wanted to also kind of put out, what I think is, a good entry point for them. So if you can find them around this, under this, time to pick some up. With time, obviously this information that I'm presenting is dated. If you view this 3 months from now, these prices may be very different. I'm going to tell you probably Merck's probably going to still be around 75. EIX is still probably going to be around 59 or so. Mo is probably going to be kind of just around that one there because again, it's kind of growing in value. Oh, I got Mo twice. Let me delete this one. It's growing in value with the reinvestment of the dividends, or you can take the dividends as income. If you set it up so that you can kind of get some good dividends income off of that. It's greater than 4%, which is a good. It's keeping ahead of inflation, so you're going to go on. You're good. You're making money. So anyhow, that's kind of the video I wanted to talk about. Again, as I present, some stocks, some investments that I'm very keen on. I'm going to do all at limiting. I'm probably going to start kind of putting them here, and then I'll start building kind of like the base, the level 1 and the level 2, the more speculative ones. But this is kind of a good base right here. I'll think about some more to add to it. But these, if you can get into them, just forget about them. They're going to be the good kids of your family of stocks. So, all right, I appreciate you watching. If you have a comment, go ahead and comment. If you like, subscribe. I think I'm still sitting at 17, 18 subscribers. Thank you for watching. I appreciate the support. Let me know what you think. All right, everyone, have a good day.